This is actually going to be a workout. Okay, guys? So just do it with me. All right. Go ahead, Meagan.
Awesome. Thanks for joining, guys. So I have a little workout that we're going to do. I'm going to take you guys through a minute of each of these exercises that will help for the purpose of caring for others. So a couple things that we're going to focus on with these movements: range of motion, strength, and also some conditioning.
Yes.
Cool. Can you hear me? Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate the movements, and we're going to talk through the different options for the workout. So the first thing that we're going to do is a mountain climber. That's going to give us some conditioning, but also a little bit of core, because we want to make sure that our core is strong to protect our back as well. So face myself down. Okay. So the mountain climber looks like this, guys. We're going to be in a plank position, and we're going to bring our knees up. I want you guys to go ahead and try that. Give me 10 reps. See how that feels. Nice, Jess. Awesome. You can speed it up or you can slow it down. Nice. Okay, go ahead and rest. Awesome. Okay, the next movement that we're going to do for a minute once we start the workout is going to be a squat. That's going to help strengthen our lower body and also range of motion that we need for picking folks maybe off the ground when we're caring for others. So the squat is going to be face up a little bit. Feet underneath the shoulders, arms in front. We're going to push our butt back, sit down, and then stand back up. Nice, Jess. Give me 5 reps, guys, to practice that squat.
So we can do this with or without weights, right?
Yeah. Do you have weights with you, Jess?
Yeah.
Okay. Then if you want to use weights, you can use weights. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Next movement is everybody's favorite. We're going to go for the burpee. That's going to give us a little conditioning, but also just a total body movement that will really help with all areas, strengthening and conditioning. So what we're going to do is give 2 options, either one where you touch your chest to the deck, a little bit more challenging, or one where you just jump out to a plank. So it's going to look like this. For the option that's a little bit more challenging, we're going to touch our chest to the deck and then jump up and clap, or we're just going to go out to a plank. So we're going to jump out to a plank, jump up, and clap. Nice, Jess. Give me one more. Let me see what you got. Awesome. So either way, guys, either touch your chest or just head to a plank position is fine. And then the last one is our focus with the deadlift. And this is really going to help us when we're picking folks off of the ground. We can do this with either a weight or an odd object at our house. So I have 2 things here. I have a dumbbell that I can utilize. Face it down just a little bit. Where I keep my back flat. And then I'm going to stand up and squeeze my butt at the top. And then I also have a backpack. Same thing. So I'm going to deadlift it up and back down. And you can use any piece of equipment at your house that you want. Yeah, so Jess, you got a bag of soil. That's awesome. Yeah, nice. And then when you're in that sumo deadlift, Jess, try to think about driving your knees out a little bit more. So when I'm picking something up, I don't want to let my knees collapse in. I want to drive those knees out a little bit more. Yeah, perfect.
And then you squeeze your butt, right?
Yep.
And then make sure your back is straight.
Yep. Yeah, guys, so if we get into a position where we're picking an object up and our back is starting to round here, we want to think about eyes up and getting that nice flat back before we go to lift an object off the ground. Yeah, Jess. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Okay, so take a second if you need to go find some equipment. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds before we start the workout, and I'll talk you through the whole way. Yes, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and go.
I hope you guys are joining me because this is a little, I guess I didn't think through that I was going to be the only one being watched.
Nice job, Jess. Yeah, guys, so when you're doing the mountain climber, this is going to help with the core. We're crunching the knees up and also staying in that plank position. Rest if you need to, Jess. Shake out your arms if you need to, guys. You got about 30 seconds left. Nice. And Jess, keep those hands flat on the ground for me.
That's good.
Nice, guys. 20 seconds. Keep going. Keep pumping those knees up. If we need to go slow, we can slow it down. All right, Jess, you got 10 seconds, and then we're going to rotate to squats. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and squats. So either grab your weight or not, but make sure to keep your arms out in front. Drive those knees out while you send your butt back. Jess, you can bring the weights up to your shoulders. Yep. Awesome. Yep. Face me. Thank you. Jess, face me. Face me.
What?
Face me so I can see your form a little bit better. Yeah. Nice. Bring your feet a little wider and drive your knees out a touch more. Awesome. Nice. And rest when you need to. You got 20 seconds. Thanks, guys. Those of you using just one weight, we can keep it up at the chest here. Jess has got 2. Or if you have an odd object, same thing. 10 seconds, Jess.
I love how I see men on Zoom.
3, 2, 1, and rotate. We're doing burpees for the next minute, Jess. So out to a plank position or chest to touch. Face it down a little bit. Here, jump and clap, or bring your chest all the way down to the ground. Jump and go. You got it, Jess. Nice. Squeeze your butt when you jump out to that so you don't let your hips sag too low. Yeah, awesome. Good, you got 20 seconds, Jess. Nice, everybody. Awesome. Good. Get a couple more. Last one, we go to deadlifts, and then we get a minute rest. In 3, 2, 1, we're going to deadlifts. So grab your odd object. Think about keeping that chest up, back nice and flat, and then stand up. Yeah, nice chest.
Do it.
Yep. Perfect.
So
You
the
can bring your
question
feet
I
a
always
little
have
bit wider.
For
Nice.
deadlifts, it's less like bending in your knees, right?
Yep, so you're going to bend the knees. Bring your feet a little wider, Jess. Keep your chest up a little bit more. Yeah. Nice. Awesome. Good. 20 more seconds. Awesome. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, you get a minute rest before we go through that one more time. So go ahead and take a rest, guys. Grab some water.
How you guys doing? Okay. How you doing, Brian?
All right, Jess, you got 20 seconds. Let's go, everybody. We're going to start with the mountain climber, so we go all the way through one more time.
Okay.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and mountain climber. Nice, Jess. Okay, guys, remember you can always modify this. So if you need to slow it down a little bit, we can go nice and slow here, or we can pick up the pace like Jess is showing there. 45 seconds. Shake out your arms if you need to. Take a little rest. Nice, Jess. If you want to cross one knee to the opposite elbow, you can always do that to change it up. You got 30 more seconds. This is our last mountain climbers that we're going to do today. Nice job. Keep those arms locked out, Jess. Awesome. 15 seconds.
Woo, okay.
You got it, girl. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we go to squats. So find your odd object or bring your arms out in front. Squat down and stand. Think about sending your butt back, driving your knees out. So bring your feet a little wider, Jess. Nice. Yep, butt back, knees out. Awesome, awesome. So guys, it makes it a little bit more challenging if you want to add weight, but you can certainly still get what you need without any weight or just a home object. Always think about driving those knees out and keeping that chest up, whether you have weight or not. That's why I like to go with the arms out in front. Nice job, Jess. You got 20 seconds left of squats, and then we go to burpees. If we have that one object, guys, remember we just keep it at the chest so we can keep that chest nice and proud instead of letting that weight drop low. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Jess, burpees. Last burpees, everybody. Jess, do the one where you go chest to the deck on this round.
Okay.
You got it. Go ahead. Nice. So guys, this adds in a little bit of upper body when we do the chest to the deck. Either one is an option, but it adds for a total body conditioning there. We don't want to make it like a push-up. We just want to let our bodies collapse to the ground and then jump up. Nice, Jess. You got 30 seconds. Breathe in the bottom, breathe at the top. Awesome.
Is it okay that when I go up, it's like a worm?
Yep. Yeah, as long as you're squeezing your butt when you come up, but since you're unloaded, there's no stress on the back there. 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last deadlifts. So before you pick up your object, Jess, make sure that you keep your chest up, eyes facing forward. So I get the flat back first, and then I'm going to stand up and squeeze my butt. Yep. Awesome. You got it. Last bit, Jess. Last minute. Nice. Yeah. Way to drive those knees out. Awesome. Good. Now stand tall at the top, Jess. Squeeze your butt. Yeah, great. Last 30 seconds. And when you're doing this, guys, when you go to the bottom, like Jess said, you do want to make sure that you bend your knees instead of just only hinging at the hip so we can keep that chest up. All right, Jess, 10 seconds. Nice job, everybody. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done.
So are we doing one more round or is that it?
That's it.
Oh, nice.
But you can increase it to what you want. So that kind of just gives you a taste of some home workouts or some home exercises that you can do. You're outside, so that's nice. But you can always take that to 2 rounds, 3 rounds, or 5 rounds. If you're new to working out, 2 rounds is probably going to be good enough. Yeah. If you want to pick it up a little bit, you can always incorporate those movements in kind of different time domains or rep ranges.
Awesome.
You did awesome. I missed you. How'd Brian do?
I just have to say before Meagan leaves, Meagan, I don't know if you really realize what role you played in my life at that time. I'm going to get emotional. Because it was kind of my outlet going to CrossFit when I was really down. And your positivity and your direction and just like you saw me just really did change my life. And I'm just so grateful and so meaningful that you're doing this first one with us. And so again, our heart is just to share this with all of you guys who may be going through really tough times right now, that we see you, we hear you, and we want to come into your home and give you guys some free workouts so you can just feel good about yourself and like get moving, because it really does make a difference. But Coach Meagan, thank you.
And you guys can see that it's super simple. It doesn't have to be a crazy workout to get it done. You can take those exercises. It doesn't have to be with weight. It can be with weight. But the most important thing is that you're taking your body through the range of motion and doing it regularly, and maybe doing it with a family member, a friend, or something like that is something that will help too.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Meagan.
Thanks for all you guys do, Jess. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, Meagan. If you guys are willing to stay on, I'm going to bring on Brian. Are you ready to come on, Brian?
Bye, guys.
Okay. Thanks, Meagan. Love you. High fives.
Okay.
There you are.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can everyone hear Brian? Awesome. So, Brian, thanks for joining. I kind of introduced just a little bit of who you are, but I'd love for you to share with everybody who you are, who you're caring for, a little bit of your journey, and then how exercise and CrossFit has really, changed you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So I'm Brian. My wife has multiple sclerosis. She's had MS for about 15 years. The last 10 or so years, she's been like a max assist patients. So that's required a good amount of physical lifting every time she kind of needs to get out of bed or in and out of her chair. I think I found CrossFit like 3 years ago, and one of the cool like full circle moments is in my gym you have to do a fundamentals class, and my fundamentals coach was certified by Meagan, so it's kind of this pretty
Oh my goodness.
full circle of like Meagan gave my friend Mitch the certs, and then Mitch is the one that introduced me to CrossFit. So that was pretty cool. But what I found with CrossFit was, first, it really just helped physically, which would make sense. But things that I noticed were just getting looser in the hips and having an easier time going down and up. A lot of times when you have to do like clothes changes or even after a transfer, you have to do a lot of bending down and up. So I think it made me feel a lot easier doing that. I had hurt my back too about 5 years ago doing those exact kind of same lifts that Megan's class was designed to try to help, doing like the standing gait belt pivot transfers. And I think just getting stronger muscularly, but really the flexibility was something that helped me out a lot. And then just in general, I have a lot more energy too. We have a 5-year-old, so keeping up with my wife's needs and our 5-year-old and working full time, it's quite a bit. And I don't really get worn down from the day where I used to have to kind of have like, okay, dad needs to lay down for a few minutes. Like I don't really need to do that anymore. I can just kind of keep going the day and not necessarily be like worn down from the whole process. But the other thing that was huge was just a sense of community that you find. The same thing you're doing with ianacare, trying to get the community of caregivers. But CrossFit is a naturally community-based kind of exercise group. So a lot of the gyms are very tight-knit. It's very much supportive atmosphere that's very positive. And I think I just benefited a lot from that, of having friends. First, like making friends outside of the isolation of caregiving.
Right.
Having those friends really like understand and take the time. My gym always comes to Walk MS with my family to help support my wife's fight against multiple sclerosis, and just having that like really big group of supporters really just helps with everything.
Yeah. Wow. And then now you're even doing CrossFit with your son, right?
Yeah, he started a kids class there, and he's kind of, I guess, because he sees it a lot, right? So he's kind of taken to that. But that's part of the sense of community that they really kind of try to embrace, even the kids, and let them find an outlet or find something to do.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think, as caregivers, because I already see from some of the people listening that they are caregivers, and they've messaged before that they used to work out, but they don't work out anymore because we never feel like we have energy or time. But as you said, it's like whether it's CrossFit or something else, right? It's just getting your body moving. It's like exerting yourself. It's like sweating. Get your frustrations out as well. Did you feel that? Like, I felt like it was a more mental release for me.
Yeah, I think the very first workout I did it was like an hour-long class, and then I was driving home, and I had this occurrence while driving home being like, I didn't think about caregiving or parenting or work like you're just by it, because like I hadn't exercised in many years, but having that mental break is really
like, what's a way to show up for a caregiver like yourself?
I think the stuff that I found, my caregiving is pretty. I've been a long-term caregiver. Like I said, my wife's been disabled for a good 10 years or so. I think sometimes just like when the friends take the time to listen, so not just being like, how you're doing, and you say okay, and then just be like, okay, but maybe being like, why is it okay? Just kind of taking an extra 2 or 3 minutes to pause and really see if there's something that person wants to talk about. Because maybe I don't, and it's fine, but maybe you do, and it kind of helps to have a few minutes just to kind of unburden yourself with something. Like get it out into the universe, and then it's away from you.
Thank you so much for joining and welcoming Brian. Brian, thank you so much for just who you are and what you do. This is just the beginning of us building this community, so really appreciate it. All right, everybody, have a great Saturday.
Great day. Have a good week, everyone.